Hello, my name is David Northrup. I am a teacher at Lincoln Consolidated Schools. I have compiled a visual history of our school district. Part 1 focused on the indigenous people of Lincoln Consolidated Schools. This is Part 2. It will focus on the first European settlers to our school district, the rise of small villages, and the 13 one-room schoolhouses that became part of Lincoln Consolidated Schools. The opening of the Erie Canal in 1825 brought many European settlers to our community. They traveled by steamship across the Atlantic Ocean to New York City. From there, they took flatboats to the Erie Canal, which was located near Albany, New York. From Albany, the route was comprised of a network of rivers and waterways to Buffalo, New York. From Buffalo, they traveled through Lake Erie to Detroit by steamboat, like the one pictured on the right. The first European person to make a permanent home within 2024 LCS boundaries was named Andrew Muir. He traveled from Scotland via the Erie Canal to Detroit, then to Ypsilanti, then south to present-day Stony Creek Road, where it meets Bola Road. In 1828, he built a home there. John Muir returned to Scotland to bring his family to their new home. When they arrived in 1829, another family had taken up residence nearby. They were the Miller family. They settled on present-day Stony Creek Road, just south of Willis Road. The combined settlements of the Muir family and the Miller family led to the emergence of the village of Stony Creek. After the completion of the Erie Canal in 1825, the 1830s saw the emergence of new villages within current LCS boundaries, but they no longer exist. The map shows the locations of the villages and schools in the area. Stony Creek is to the left on the map. Centennial School, Loudon School, Redner School, and Bishop School were near the village of Stony Creek. The village of West Sumter was located at the intersection of present-day Carr and Ware roads. This area became part of the Lincoln Consolidated School District in 1968. The village of Paint Creek was established at the intersection of present-day Tuttle Hill and Willis roads. 4 schools were nearby: Island School, Allen School, Child School, and Morgan School. Eaton Mills was a settlement that existed at the intersection of present-day Rawsonville and Willis roads. Brick School was in the central part of the village. Model School was located just north of the village. The Underground Railroad was a means for African American people to escape slavery prior to the American Civil War. A key part of the Underground Railroad in southeast Michigan ran through present-day LCS. According to the Ypsilanti Historical Society, one of the stations was at the Bennett family home at the intersection of present-day Tuttle Hill and Bemis roads. The Bennett family is pictured in front of their home in the photo on the left. The box on the bottom details how the family succeeded in its mission to provide refuge for people seeking freedom from slavery. Thank you to retired LCS employee Ed Malik for this information. The home no longer exists. The pictured church on the right is now the youth center for the Evangelical Friends Church, which is located west of the original structure and is still active in 2024. In 1844, Model School was built. It was located at the intersection of present-day Martz and Rawsonville roads, just to the south of the village of Rawsonville and just to the north of the village of Paint Creek. The building no longer exists. In 2024, this school is the namesake of Model Elementary School. This image and most that follow are used with permission of the Ypsilanti Historical Society in the family of David S. Flower. In 1847, Island School was built. It was located at the intersection of present-day Willis and Whitaker roads, about a mile west of the village of Paint Creek. Some say that Island School received its name because it was often surrounded by water, especially in the spring. The picture on the left shows the school in front of Lincoln Consolidated School after it had been constructed in 1924. Later, the building was moved and converted to a residence, which is still in use in 2024. The picture on the right shows Miss Gould and her class at Island School in the 1914-1915 school year. In 1850, Redner School was built. It was located at the intersection of present-day Judd and McCrone roads, just south of the village of Stony Creek. The school was named after the Redner family. The building no longer exists. This school was the namesake for Redner Elementary School, which existed between 1998 and 2012. Loudon School was built in 1853 on the north side of the village of Stony Creek at the intersection of present-day Bemis and Stony Creek roads. It was named after the Loudon family. According to LCS historian Dan Makarowicz, the building still existed in 1989, but it was in bad repair. A group of community members dismantled the school piece by piece and reassembled it at its current location on the main campus of LCS. According to Mr. Makarowicz, the school was fully restored by 1993. Ever since, the school has been open to teachers who wish to take their classes there as part of a field trip to learn about this important part of our history. In 1860, Brick School was built. It received its name because of its strong brick construction. Brick School was part of the village of Eaton Mills and was located near the intersection of present-day Rawsonville and Willis roads. The photo on the right shows Miss Walsh and her class in the 1912-1913 school year. In 2024, this school is the namesake for Brick Elementary School. Allen School was built in 1860. It was located about 2 miles north of the village of Paint Creek and about 5 miles south of Ypsilanti. It was located at the intersection of present-day Tuttle Hill and Martz roads. Allen School was named after the Allen family, whose farm was located on Martz Road. The building was converted to a residence, which is still in use in 2024. The original Tuttle School was built in 1837. In 1862, the school was housed in a new location about 5 miles to the east on present-day Huron River Drive near Tuttle Hill Road. The school and the name Tuttle Hill Road was named after the Tuttle family. The photo on the right is of Miss Austin and her class in a photo that was taken on March 9, 1910. The building was converted to a residence in 1936, which still is in use in 2024. In 1863, Morgan School was built. It was located on present-day Willis Road, just east of Bunton Road, and was also part of the village of Paint Creek. The photo on the right is of Miss Smith and her class around 1922. The building was converted to a residence, which is still in use in 2024. In 1866, Hardy School was built. It was located on present-day Liss Road, west of Bunton Road. It was named after the Hardy family. David Hardy served as the postmaster for the village of Paint Creek. The photo shows Miss Helserman and her class posing in front of the school. The photo is not dated, and the building no longer exists. Child School was built in 1867. It was located on present-day Talladay Road, east of Tuttle Hill Road. It was named after the Child's family. The building no longer exists. The photo on the right is of a class in 1899 with their teacher who is not identified. In 2024, this school is the namesake for Child's Elementary School. In 1869, Bishop School was built, which was named after the Bishop family. It was located at the intersection of present-day Hitchingham and Talladay roads. The school was located about a mile west of the village of Whitaker. The photo on the right was taken sometime between 1910 and 1919. It shows students and their teacher, who is not identified, in front of the school. LCS historian Dorothy Hitchingham Smith is pictured in the front row. Centennial School was built in 1876. It was named in recognition of the 100th anniversary of the United States of America. The school was located at the present-day intersection of Whitaker and Merritt Roads, north of the village of Stony Creek and south of Ypsilanti. The building was converted to a residence, which is still in use in 2024. In 1881, a new railway ran through Augusta Township. The village of Paint Creek moved east toward the railroad tracks and later became the village of Willis. Instead of moving to the east, Frank Whitaker moved his general store to a location south along the railroad tracks. This became the location for the village of Whitaker. The photo on the left shows the village of Whitaker. It is from the Augusta Township website. The photo on the right is of Willis Station, which no longer exists. In 1899, Vetter School was built. It was located on present-day Fuller Road, south of Arcona Road. The school was named after the Vetter family. The building no longer exists. The photo shows Mrs. Beck, formerly Miss Bourdine, and her class in front of Vetter School in an undated photograph. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of this presentation. Part 3 is entitled The Early Years of Lincoln Consolidated Schools. It will include information about the emergence of Lincoln Consolidated Schools and continue to the year 1961. If you have any questions or feedback, please email me at northrop@lincolnk12.org. Thank you.